Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I wanted to share with you my current budget binder setups. I do have 4 budget binders now, and as I go through it I'll share with you the different categories that I have set up, the different dashboards that I've created, placeholders and savings challenges. So before we get into the video, I wanted to quickly mention, just in case you missed it, I did recently give my A5 planner a complete reset. So if you missed last week's video, make sure you go ahead and watch that, especially if you are interested in planner related videos. So before we start, let's create a little bit of ambience. I mentioned in my last planner video that I had no candles in the house and I had to use a little incense burner. So at the beginning of the week I popped into Dusk, which is like a candle and diffuser store here in Australia, and I picked up one of their 1 wick, I believe it's a soy candle, and it's in the scent Amber Nights. It smells absolutely beautiful and I've actually been saving it for this video, and I wanted to make sure that I went for the smaller candle because it'll sit on my desk really nicely. Oh my gosh, that scent is amazing. It's not sweet, it's definitely like an evening moody scent, and it comes in this beautiful glass jar. It only cost me $26. I believe they were having a sale at the time, and I just thought it's so simple, so beautiful, and I can't wait to light it. Okay, so let's start off with a bit of a haul. So when it comes to the binders, obviously you only really need 1 binder to start off with, but I found that this whole method was working for me so well, and after watching a lot of different videos, I thought it would be nice to have a couple of different binders for different categories. So I started off with this one. These are all from May Paper Co, by the way. They are their clear PVC binders in the personal size, and I went with the white hardware. You can also get gold and silver. So I absolutely love these because you can really have fun with the dashboards and customize them how you like. So I started off with this one, and then I went back and I purchased these 2. So I will leave May Paper Co link below, as well as a discount code. I'm not currently working with May Paper Co on this video, but I do still have an active discount code with them. And then I've also been using my Louis Vuitton PM Agenda. I go back and forth with this. I sometimes use it as a notebook, and then I sometimes use it for cash budgeting because you do have the little metal rings here. So I absolutely love this one. It is a vintage piece. I purchased it from eBay, and it's just such a great little size, especially if you're heading out and about and you don't want to take a large binder. So they're the 4 binders that I'll be using. I also have this bowl. It is from Kmart. It has, I don't know if you can see, but it has a nice little base on there. And I just sit this on my desk, so whenever I do my cash stuffings, any coins that I have left over, I'll throw it into this bowl. I'll just keep adding to it, and then one day I'll take it to the bank. I of course have my acrylic cash tray, I believe. These are actually listed as makeup kind of organization trays, but I've been using this for my cash. I then have my envelopes. So I have 2 different styles of envelopes. The first being just this plain white sleeved envelope. You probably see them a lot on other cash stuffing videos, and I purchased these from eBay. Again, I will link them below. They have the 6 rings along the side. You can buy some really beautiful envelopes on Etsy where you can customize them. To start out, I thought I would create my own labels with my Nimbot labeler. That way I can just see what works for me, and then maybe down the track, if I find I'm using the same categories all the time, I might go ahead and purchase some actual customized ones. So they are the envelopes that I use in my personal binders. And then when it comes to my little LV binder, I've just been using these ones. They are an A7 size, I believe, and they have this little zip closure, which is really handy because if I'm ever going to head out and about, this is the binder I'll take, and it's just great to have that extra security, especially if I'm holding any coins in there. So they are the little envelopes that I use for my smaller binder. So the next few items I've actually created myself. So I purchased some A4 vellum paper from May Paper Co. I simply printed my own dashboard. So I created all of these on Canva. It was so easy to do. If you guys want to see a how-to on creating dashboards and all of that, that is a video I want to do in future. I just haven't had the time lately. One is for my personal binder, another is for my business binder, and then this one here is for my gifts binder. So they are the dashboards. I also have this dashboard here. This one is from May Paper Co, and she sells some beautiful dashboards. So if you're not up to creating your own, jump on there and have a look. She has a range of different styles as well as different sizes. So this one is of course for my smaller A7 binder. I then made some card dashboards. So these sit under the vellum. I just love the layered effect and how they look. So I've got one for my A7 binder, I've got one for my business binder, my personal binder, and my gifting and fun binder. I then have some vellum placeholders. So I jumped onto Canva again and created a bunch of these. So we've got a $500 placeholder, 1,000. There are a couple of little black marks here, and it's because when I pulled it out of the printer, I stacked them all up on top of each other pretty much straight away, and the ink hadn't dried yet. So if you do print onto vellum, pull each sheet out and just let it dry before stacking them on top of each other. I then have one for fully funded, so whenever I reach my savings challenge goal, I'll use that. Another fully funded, I've got one for $100. So basically these are all just different placeholders because I don't like to carry too much cash. So as soon as I reach a certain amount in one of my envelopes, I can replace the money, go and bank it, and put a placeholder in there. So I am going to put these into my cash tray because I will use them for the cash stuffing later on. I've then got some laminated savings challenges. So these ones I created a few weeks ago. Absolutely love them, and I've been using these, as you can see. But since receiving the vellum paper, I created a couple more just to see if it would work, and it did. So basically I printed the savings challenge onto vellum paper and then laminated it. Now I'm not sure if vellum is supposed to be laminated, but I wanted to be able to use it as a savings challenge and reuse it. So we'll see how this goes. I am thinking about potentially making some of these and selling them on my Etsy store. If you guys are new to my channel, I do have an Etsy store where I sell handbag organization accessories, and creating dashboards and savings challenges and all of that is a dream of mine to sell them on my Etsy store, but it's just as time allows. As we go through the cash stuffing, I may use a couple of these. So they are all the accessories that I use for my cash stuffing setup. Now let's go ahead and set up my binders. So what I'll do is I'll share with you how I set up one of them, and then for the rest of them I can go through, put you guys on a time lapse, set up the rest, and then at the end we can do an actual cash stuffing, because for this video, I did remove all of the cash and all of the envelopes from all of my binders, and I do have the cash here, and I am due to do a condensing because I want to bank some of this. So I am going to go through, stack this here in my cash tray, ready to do a stuffing. This, guys, is months of savings, by the way. I never usually have this much cash, but it is starting to build up, and I just can't believe how much I've managed to save. So I'm really excited for a new financial year because my finances are kind of all over the place at the moment. So a fresh start is always good, which is why I decided to add a few more binders to my setup. So let's start with one of my personal size binders. We will go through, and I do have a list here. I've kind of organized all of my envelopes with a clip so I know which, envelopes go in which binder. So in my personal binder, the categories I have are car maintenance, appointments, so that's for hair appointments, medical appointments, just anything that is coming up. I then have emergency, which I thought it would be nice to keep a little bit of a buffer of a couple of $100 just in case I need it. I have new car, which is definitely going to be a long-term savings challenge. I do not see myself getting a new car anytime soon, but it would be nice to just start chipping away at saving for that. I then have a $10,000 savings challenge and a $5,000 savings challenge. And the way that I like to categorize personal is just anything that is related to me, because I do have a binder that is dedicated to wish list. So this is just purely stuff that I kind of have to pay for and any financial goals. So for this binder in particular, I decided to use this dashboard here that just says 2024. And then where is my personal here, this one. So it says, create the life you have always dreamed of, chase your dreams, and I've got an image of a home and then also a holiday destination. Now I do have some savings challenges to slide into these. Car maintenance savings challenge, which is $2,000. So I'll slide that in there. I then have one for the $5 savings challenge, which adds up to $250. We've got the $10,000 savings challenge, and I didn't create a new one for that, so I'm just going to use the one that I had. And this is an annual challenge. As you can see, I haven't been doing very well at this, and that is simply because it's been an expensive year for me in terms of all of my savings I've been reinvesting into my Etsy store and stuff. So buying more stock and all of that, it costs a lot of money. So I haven't been doing this challenge as much this year, and I was thinking, should I drop it to a $5,000 savings challenge, because this just feels like it's not achievable at all. But I mean, I'll still keep ticking away at it. Now at the back of each binder, I also insert an expense tracker. I purchased these inserts from May Paper Co, and I thought it would just be nice to have this at the back, and I can jot down any notes if there's any bills coming up, anything you know, that I might need to record in terms of my expenses or just goals that I want to reach. So I've put that at the back. So that is everything in my personal binder. Look how beautiful that is. I am so happy with how it looks. And because all of the dashboards are designed in a similar way, when they're all next to each other, you'll see at the end, it just looks so beautiful. Now I'm just going to pop you guys on a time lapse. I'll reset all of my binders and I'll jump back on when we're ready to do some cash stuffing. So now that I have set up all of my binders, look how beautiful they all look next to each other. So stunning. And then of course I've got this little one. So now what I'm going to do is do a little bit of cash stuffing. So like I mentioned before, a lot of these envelopes had money in them, but I emptied them all for the purpose of this video. But I did record how much money was in each one. So we're just going to go through each binder, do a little bit of cash stuffing. I may use a few more placeholders this time. That way I can take some money to the bank, but we'll see how we go. We'll start with this one. I'm not actually going to be stuffing it today because I am on a very tight budget with the wedding and honeymoon coming up. So I haven't allowed myself anything in here. There is nothing better than actually saving for something. Generally, if I really want some makeup or skincare, I'll just go and buy it. But then at the end of the pay week, I'm always, you know, scrambling for funds. So I want to go back to actually saving for something. You know, when you're a kid and you get pocket money and you save every single week to purchase something, I want to go back to that. And that was kind of the purpose of this binder. So moving on, we have my gifting and fun binder. So again, I will probably add more envelopes to this over time, but I wanted to go through and share with you guys what I have in here so far. As a high priority, I have put, so I use my Notion digital planner and I categorize them based on high, medium, or low priority. So high priority is birthdays. So a savings challenge that I haven't shown on here because it lists everyone's birthdays and everything, so I thought that was private information. But I have created a challenge kind of like this, and it has dollar amounts and every single person in my family's name and their birth date. And that way I know when their birthday is coming up, how much I want to budget for a gift for them. And I just thought it would be really nice to just have that money aside. So I did have $70 in there beforehand. So I'll put $70 in there, a 50 and a 20, which I might have to take out because it is my sister's husband's birthday today and I wanted to go and purchase him something, so I might need to use all of those funds. But see, it's nice because I already kind of have budgeted for it. I then have date night. Date night had $20. About 2 weeks ago I had $70 in date night and Ryan and I went out for dinner and it was just really nice. So that is something I want to just keep on doing. Holiday fund, this had quite a lot because I've been doing this savings challenge for quite a while, but I rubbed everything off and thought I would start again for the purpose of this video. So I'm going to go through and color in $800 worth of these $20 icons and then we can go ahead and stuff it. Okay, so that is where I've gotten to. Again, like I said, this has been months in the making and I am so excited because obviously we head to Europe next month. That money I can just keep to myself and I can use throughout the trip, as I might even purchase the Chanel serum that I really want from duty free when I'm at the airport. So it's not for anything in particular, but I thought it would be nice to have. So let's go ahead and pull out 800. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I might go through later on and put some placeholders in because I could definitely swap 500 of these out and put a $500 placeholder in. Now with this Easter envelope, I don't plan to actually put a lot in there, but I thought if I put $5 to $10 here and there throughout the year, I would love to build it up to around $100 because then when Easter rolls around, it's enough to buy some chocolates and maybe a nice candle for the house because I do love to buy a new candle or even just some Easter decor for the house. So I'm not going to stuff this one today, but I'm really glad that I have an envelope for it. Mother's Day has just passed, so I did use the funds out of here, but again, it was great to have it allocated. Father's Day, I need to start stuffing Father's Day. I might not do it, I might wait until my actual paycheck next week to stuff that one. Halloween, again, same as Easter. I don't know what it is. I'm from Australia, so Halloween isn't big, but I have always loved it. In the past, we've had big Halloween parties at our house, and Ryan and I just seem to really enjoy it. So again, I thought it would be nice to have around $100 in here so then I can go buy some more Halloween decor for the house or put on a dinner for some friends or just something fun. And then Christmas. So for Christmas, did I have anything? I had $50. So again, I created this beautiful little savings challenge and it's got these cute little lights that came up so nicely in the printer. And I just had $50 for Christmas so far because I've only just started this challenge. So I thought starting a Christmas challenge mid-year is probably fine. At the start of 2025, I will start it from the start of the year. So this will all add up to $1,500, which is going to be more than I need, but you know, I'll just see how I go with this challenge. So I'll pop $50 in there. So that is the end of my gifting and fun binder. Again, if anything comes up, I can create an envelope for it and pop it in there. Next, we have my business binder. I believe majority of my funds have been in here because, like I said, for me, 2024 was less spending on me and more thinking about my business, just being a little smarter with my money. So in tax, I had, what did I have in tax? I had $750. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50. Did I end up condensing that? No, I didn't. See, all of these I need to go through with my $500 placeholders and condense them because I don't usually like having more than $500 in each envelope at a time. So that is for tax. Post box, I don't have any in because I've just paid I pay for a PO box. It costs $150 for a year and I've just paid it. So I need to start filling this come payday. Vintage bags. I did have a savings challenge for this one, I believe. There's no funds in that one yet. I wanted to create a $1,000 savings challenge for this, and then I can go on, buy a bunch of vintage bags, and then obviously review them, restore them, because that is a kind of content pillar of mine here on YouTube, is handbags and organization. It's kind of my thing. So I need to save up for some more vintage bags. When it comes to Etsy stock, there is some more products that I have in the works and I'm currently designing, and I will need to pay for some stock soon. So what did I have in there? I had $300. So I might use some 50s. 1, 2, 3. I'm so excited for my Etsy store, guys. Once we get back from, honestly, I feel like when you've got a wedding and a honeymoon coming up, it's all I can't really think past it. But once I'm back from my holiday, I'm really keen to I've got so many exciting plans for my Etsy store, so many exciting plans for YouTube, and I'm just really keen for it. So when it comes to tech, of course, having a YouTube channel and creating content, I need to always be upgrading my tech. I've noticed with this camera in particular, I just don't feel like the quality is that good. So I need to start putting money aside to maybe upgrade my camera or purchase a new microphone. Packaging, I had $150 because I need to buy some more thank you cards and more eco mailers for my Etsy store. Everything like that I've put on hold until I get back from our holiday next month, and I can do a bunch of ordering, because if I order all of this stuff now, it potentially could arrive while we're away. We've got YouTube giveaway. So I don't have any funds in there yet. I've only just created this envelope because I realized I'm almost at 15,000 subscribers and I would love to do a giveaway. So I thought I would start a cash stuffing envelope and save up for something really nice for that particular giveaway. Planner accessories, I don't have any funds in there because I did have about $100 in there 2 weeks ago, but I jumped onto Made Paper Co and did a huge order buying these binders and the vellum paper. So I need to start building this up again. And the reason why this envelope is in my business binder and not my personal binder is because, again, this is a content pillar of mine. So I always want to make sure that I'm sharing with you guys some new and cool planner accessories. And I really would love to buy from more Etsy stores as well, because supporting small businesses is something I really want to do more of. So that is everything in my business binder. Moving on to my personal binder. So this one is dedicated to just life admin bills. So ones you cannot escape, things like your car, things like appointments, medical appointments is what I'll put in here. So I might have more envelopes in the future, but for now this is all I've got. So when it comes to this binder, in appointments I had $350 because, as you can imagine, with a wedding coming up, I have quite a few. I've got a hair appointment. I'm going to get my hair cut, just a trim. 2, 3, sorry, I can't focus on 2 things at once. I've also am going to get a spray tan. When do you get a spray tan before a wedding? Do I do it like a couple of days before or a day before? I need to book it and I'm just not sure when to do that, and I've never had one before. So if you guys know when to do that, please let me know in the comments below. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 50. And then I also have a naturopath appointment coming up because before I head to Europe, I want to stock up on some of my supplements just to help me. I've still got the Ross River pain really bad, and I've found the naturopath supplements with all the turmeric and the ginger have really helped with my pain. So that's in appointments. In car maintenance, what did we have? I only had $50, and that is because I just paid, guys, mid-year for me is when all the bills come in. So beginning of this month, I paid $800 for car rego, $650 for car insurance, and I think $250 for an oil change. So I've just paid all of that. So we're starting from fresh. So this one again adds up to $2,000, and I had $50 in there. $5 savings challenge. I actually had a little bit in here. What did I have? $90. And $90 of $5 notes is quite a lot. So let's go through and I'm going to mark out $90. So $90 there, and then what am I going to use? I think I wanted to use these small $5 notes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 70, 90. So that just gets rid of all of the $5 notes. If you guys want to see a cash condensing video or my payday routine, let me know and I'll do that. I definitely want to do more of these videos. I've been doing a huge review of my content and not only what performs well, but what brings me joy. And although my planner organization videos don't get the most views, my fashion ones do a little more, I still want to focus a lot on these because these ones give me so much joy and it's very relevant to what I do in my day-to-day life. So although I'll still be doing that other content, but usually it was like 80% fashion, 20% planner content. Now I kind of want to do a little more, maybe 60-40. So that's my savings challenge for $5. Then I've got my $10,000 savings challenge, and in here I had a placeholder for $1,500. So I've got $1,500 in the bank, a $500 placeholder, and we've got a $1,000. I cannot wait to use these ones here. The fully funded, how beautiful is that? So nice. So of course, once I reach the limit of a savings challenge, I can then use that one. So $1,500 is in the bank, and then what is the remainder? $520. Surely not. Maybe it is actually. So then I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. So again, I could easily swap out 500 of this, put a $500 placeholder in, yeah, two $1,000 placeholders. So I'm not going to do that kind of stuff today. I'm just going to put all of this back in my binder to how it was before. And then maybe when I get paid next, I'll do a huge cash condensing. So that's my 10K savings challenge. New car, I had nothing in there. In emergency, I had $100. So 50, 90, 100. Where is this $20 coming from? I thought that was everything. Sorry, that's everything with my personal binder. Maybe this extra $20 was from my wish list binder. And at the top of my wish list right now is some heat protectant, because in my recent vlog, I was straightening my hair and I didn't use heat protectant, and it's because I literally had run out a couple of days before. So I've been straightening my hair without heat protectant, and someone commented and said you need to use heat protectant. And I know, like, I watched back that vlog and I'm like, oh my gosh, you can just see the steam coming off the straightener on my hair. Yeah, that's a priority of mine. So I need $50 in there. So I've got 20, and when I get paid next, I'm hoping I might just put 30 in there and quickly buy that. I have a whole drawer dedicated just to cash stuffing, and in there I have things like my cash tray. I've got my calculator. This is of course used a little more when I'm actually, for my payday routine. So yeah, it's just nice kind of taking control of my finances. Something I will do is, because I have to pop into the shop to purchase a present for Amber's husband, where is it? Gifting. I might take out that $70 and put it in my wallet. So yeah, this is kind of what I do. I just jump in before I head out for the day. If I need the cash, pull it out. I definitely will need that whole amount because I know exactly what I want to get him. And the wallet that I'm using at the moment is this beautiful Dylan Kane zippy wallet. It's in, I think it's called box leather. It's really soft and structured and shiny, and it's got the contrast stitching. I love this. I will try and link it below if it's still available, because they did have it in their kind of warehouse sale. So there you have it, guys. That is my current budget binder setup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do plan to do a lot more of them. So if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I do have a playlist called Planning and Budgeting, I believe. So all of my A5 planner related videos and budgeting related videos will all be in there. I will also try and link all of the products mentioned in today's video in the description box below. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely day or night, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye guys.